My name is Esther Cox, and I chair the Alaska State Board of Education and Early Development. I look at all this technology in this room, and obviously I'm of a different vintage. And this morning, I got to FaceTime with my great-grandbaby in Spain.
You have grandchildren, don't you?
Yes, I have.
You have a full report in front of you. It's not tabbed, but it looks like this, so you'll have that. I'm not going to read that to you. We did that one year, and everybody fell asleep.
Puppies. Puppies will put them to sleep. Sleep. Now they'll sleep.
So this year you also have the Yellow Brick Road. And it has some graphics on it. I will be talking about those bulleted points just briefly, and we can follow right along. And
follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road.
And so with that, I would say it's probably a good chance to get started. And with the little schoolhouse up here, you see HB 278. I'd like to talk about some of the things that have caused regulation changes for us on the board. And
that's for the sheriff to decide. Here's his order allowing me to take him, unless you want to go against the law.
For the state of Alaska. Other regulations that we've had to, because of state laws, we wrote regs regarding the implementation of the new state law regarding restraint and seclusion of students.
And you, my dear, what an unexpected pleasure. It's so kind of you to visit me in my loneliness.
So, now, if you just follow along the Yellow Brick Road, I'll talk a little bit about AMP, which is the Alaska Measurement of Progress.
To us?
To us!
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is the Wizard of Wiz, if ever a Wiz there was. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because.
This is our new test, new assessment for our new Alaska academic standards. We have two tests, language arts and English and math, and we will be testing grades 3 through 10. And schools may break up some of these tests into shorter segments. They've always been untimed, and the test is usually taken about 1 to 2 hours. So they can break this up to shorter segments. We have moved from 185 questions to 140, which I think is probably seen as a positive move.
Those slippers will never come off as long as you're alive. But that's not what's worrying me. It's how to do it. These things must be done delicately.
And 2015, our AMPs will be a baseline. Now, our new standards are more rigorous. There's a lot of curriculum revision that has to happen because of the change in standards. And a message that I'm giving is one that we don't want to hear. However...
Oh, rubbish. You have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops a house on you, too.
We would expect the scores to be lower this year. But it is simply a baseline, and it certainly will point out where additional curriculum revision will need to take place.
Very well. I'll bide my time. And as for you, my fine lady, it's true, I can't attend you here and now as I'd like. But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
That way they can move to keep the students on track. Okay? Now, let's move on to ASPI, ASPI, down this Yellow Brick Road.
To us!
We come to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, the Wizard of Wiz, if ever a Wiz there was. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because
Because of the wonderful things he does. We're out to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Okay, move along to SSOS, which is our state system of support.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Here he is, the Wiz of a Wiz, if ever a Wiz there was. If ever a Wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of
the wonderful things he does.
We're off to see the wizard,
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Now, it's kind of fun to end on a high note, and I have a couple of high notes I want to share with you.
The great Oz has spoken. Oh, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Continuing with the good news, I've been in education a long time, representatives, and we've talked articulation K-16, and we've talked it. And I've been on the board some years, and in fact, I'm on my third commissioner, and it took us 3 commissioners to get our board sitting down with the University of Alaska Board of Regents.
But I always think that there are 2 things about her. She does enjoy everything that she does, whether it's good or bad. She enjoys it. But she also is what we sometimes refer to as frustrated. She's very unhappy because she never gets what she wants. Mr. Rogers, you know, most of us get something along the line, but as far as we know, that witch just never got what she wanted. And mainly, she wanted those ruby slippers because she had lots of power and she wanted more power.